So, today's video, I'm not really gonna talk about much. Or actually, no. What am I talking about? I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things. Not a lot of things, but I'm just gonna be talking. I'm gonna start out this channel just talking about random shit I think about. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers who start YouTube channels and don't take them that seriously. Or not that they don't take them seriously, more like they use it as a own personal thing. I'm gonna start doing that. I think I'm gonna start using it. At first, just start out, use this channel to see where it goes. I'm not really that big on being a YouTuber. It's more of a side type of thing. I'm see where it goes and then use it for what I can right now. Right now, I'm just gonna use it to rant since everyone's off the game. So I'll just rant on my own while I play some Vigor. Not that good at the game. As you can see, I just died right now. I've been having better days today than most of the time. Like, oh shit, I'm rambling off, like, without any context. So, Monday, shit day. I wake up, right, and I feel like really tired. Now, I normally don't wake up that tired. Usually I wake up tired, but I eventually get up, take my pills, whatnot, and then I'm fine back up on my, back up on myself and manage to go do the things that I have to do. However, it's really different this day. I'm feeling really sleepy, really tired. I don't feel like doing nothing. Awful mood, terrible mood, and I don't know why. And I've been just thinking to myself, why? Why it was like that day. I don't really. Oh shit, I don't know why that happened, because like I said, most of the days are a little different. I think it might have been something due to getting really wasted on the Saturday that was 2 days before. I don't even remember if it was on a Saturday or Friday, but I got really wasted while I was on my pills that I'm supposed to take. One of them being ADC pills, another being mood pills or something. I think they're depression pills. I don't know. And I think I might have fucked up something where all the previous progress I had might have fucked it up, and now they didn't have as the effect as they would have, making my day go as normally, because it just felt like I would have been without them. I don't know how to explain. I can't word myself properly, but I think that's what happened. And after thinking about that, I'm like, well, shit, maybe I shouldn't get that drunk. I'm not gonna get into details on why I got drunk. I'll just say it was not for a good reason. Anyways, I realized that a lot of stuff could be affected by just how I take certain things, or what I put in my body. And because usually I'm not in a super hyper mood, but I was supposed to, because I've been procrastinating on this project now for a couple of days, and the way I work is that instead of doing something one day, I usually save it for one last day, for the final minute, and then all that adrenaline saved not saved up, hits me. I'm like, oh shit, it's the last day to turn this in, might as well do it. So I'm waiting for that to hit on the day where I'm feeling like shit, but since I'm feeling so shit that day, it just doesn't happen. I take a nap throughout the day, and I normally never take naps. I usually, even if I want to, I think it's a waste of time. I could be doing other stuff, instead of napping. And I know it shouldn't be that way, I know that naps are kind of helpful sometimes. But I felt so tired, I was in such a shitty mood, I just took a nap. And then when I woke up, it was 8. And I think it was, shit, I told myself I was going to, work on this, finish it, because it's due tomorrow. Didn't do it. I even got on call with one of my friends. I was supposed to get on call, finish it with them. All day did it too. Didn't do it. Gave up halfway, and had a shitty project. I just went to bed like normal. Next day, which is the day, felt better. Immediately I could tell the difference of, like, from how I woke up today versus how I woke up the day before. That there's something different. I think maybe I don't know, maybe just the day of getting used to that pill or something. Because the alcohol might have, I don't know, reversed some progress I had, and I felt better. I got to finish the thing I had to do immediately, almost like in less than 4 hours. Turned it in same day too, and it just goes to show. Actually, I don't really know what it goes to show, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. I just got the shit got better. At the end of the day, that adrenaline hit. I don't think I'm gonna change the way I do things. But it actually, no, it shows that the way I do things can be a little risky, because sometimes that adrenaline that I need to finish projects doesn't always come, even though I think it's gonna come. It comes at unexpected times, not when I need it, or when I think it's gonna be useful for me. Which just gets me thinking. If I'm gonna keep doing things this way, I should be prepared to know that even when it's last minute, sometimes that spike of energy just doesn't come, and I'll still end up either fucking up or having to do it even later. So it's all about picking your battles and the way you do things. Instead of working on something previously, I like to save it for the end, but that could come with its own risks of maybe that energy that I'm hoping for doesn't come. And it just shows that there's different ways of, or not different, but more like, there's pros and cons to everything. Not everything is a one-way solution. Even if something really works well for me, it can still come with its own drawbacks, even that I might not know of. I didn't think something like that would happen. It still came. I ended up being able to do what I had to do at very last minute, and I turned it in. I'm not glorifying procrastination in any way. I'm just saying that for me personally, it helps. I know some people it helps too, that they save things for last minute, and they end up working on it last minute, and they finish it really quickly. Which I've just never been able to do something where I do one thing at a time, and then it's like a constant working one thing at a time. I do this, I wait a little bit, and then I do this. It just never worked for me. It's always been more like save all these things, chill right now, right? Worry about work later, right? Not an aspect of I'm too lazy. I mean, that is one of the aspects, because I do get really lazy. But another aspect is just it feels more comfortable working when I have a lot of work to do, rather than when I just have a little bit of work to do and then I have to wait and do a little bit more later. If I just skip all of it and save it all for one time that I designate to work, for me it just works better, because then I could put all that energy into locking in for all that work. Because if I lock in for one small thing, it kind of pisses me off, because I'm locking in for something that doesn't need to be locked in, because it's small. If I am putting all my effort into focusing on this small thing, it feels like a waste of time, and it feels draining to me. It just doesn't feel worth it, and I don't do it. But if I save all these things and I pile them up for a certain time, I get to lock in, and it feels worth it. It feels like I'm actually focusing on something that is worth its while. The only problem with that is that it brings up the issue of what's it called? That pressure just builds up. All this pressure starts piling up and shit, and you feel terrible. Even if you're gonna set aside time to work on it, you just feel terrible because of it. Or not like me specifically. I feel terrible, or not terrible. All this pressure builds up, and you're like, fuck, I do have to get these things done, and if I don't get it done by the time I designated it, then I'm kind of fucked. So yeah, you're like, well, fuck, I'm fucked if I don't do this by this time, and it sucks. It sucks when that happens, That's the way I choose to live. That's the way I choose to do my work, my responsibilities. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. But I managed to get through, and that's what matters. At the end of the day, I passed in high school. Not much else I have to say. I guess actually on the topic of school, I don't think. This is my opinion. I'm gonna go on a separate rant. I don't think the way we have things set up, they just feel too rushed. What I'm talking about is I'm at an age where I'm expected to start focusing on things like my future, what job I'm gonna get, like financial stuff, and it just feels like a lot of pressure. And I know it's a lot of pressure for other people my age too. And I don't like that. I don't really think it's a good thing that we've normalized this idea of putting this type of pressure early on in people my age, because because we're getting close to that. Like, no one's got it figured out as soon as they turn 18. Yet they make us act like we are gonna not have it figured out, but like we're gonna have to have it figured out by the time we're 18. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we're all of a sudden, mature in all aspects of things. We're gonna know how to get a job all of a sudden. How do I win this? Like I'm expected to have all this stuff ready by the time I'm an adult, but I'm prepping this stuff for me to be an adult when I'm not an adult, and it feels like it's really draining, because I'm not an adult yet, but I already feel like I'm getting put on adult responsibilities, despite the fact that I'm an adult, which sucks. It makes me feel like I'm already running out of time, despite the fact that I have plenty of time remaining. Currently, I have 2 years left before I'm an adult. But the way, which in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much time. Later on, there's gonna be like a fucking dust in the wind. But right now, that feels like still a lot of time. Yet it feels like I'm running out of it. Which, I am, but I feel like I'm running out of it quickly, because the way that things are presented to me, they're like, you have to start thinking about college now. It's 2 more years of high school. Your grades are important. Your grades determine your future currently, and that's just really really stressful. It's like, why do I have to be thinking about those things when I'm not even like 17? I'm not even 18. I'm not an adult. Those are things that I think I should be focusing on, when I'm an adult, not when I'm still a kid, or not a kid, but you know what I mean, like a teenager. I should be able to enjoy my life. Sure, I'm not saying I shouldn't have responsibilities and whatnot, but I don't think all this should be this this thing that should be made the main focus of my life. It just feels really stressful. It feels like they're putting a lot of weight on people, like me. And it sucks, because it gets you really worried and stressed and anxious about the future. Like, fuck, what if I don't make the correct decisions right now? And that's something I struggle with, and it scares me. That's why I like to live now, think later type of mentality, because it just helps with that. It helps getting rid of all that stress. I know I've been told a lot that that's not a good mentality to have, because I don't know, you should have your future planned or whatnot, or you should think about the consequences of this later on in life. But like, that just creates more stress for me. Ever since I started just living, fuck it, I'll deal with it later. It just feels much better. It feels like I don't have to do this right now. Like, right now I don't see myself going to college, so I'm not really thinking about getting my grades up. I just made the decision, I'm not going to college. There, because fuck it. I don't want to have my grades pristine perfect to go to college, so I'm not going to go to college. That's how I base my decisions, And sure, maybe it's not the most, I might change my mind later, but, that's how I've been kind of forced to, in a way, to think that way. Because I don't want to kill myself with stress, so I'd rather just have it that way, where I just make quick decisions in the moment that benefit you the most right now in the short term, which is probably not good. It's probably bad, but I like living that way. for now. I might regret it later. I'll probably regret it later. I mean, I'm not making too many decisions right now, but I think it just, I don't know. It changes my perspective on things that I would normally have before. You know, I've changed the what I thought I wanted to be when I got older, and it's always changing. You know, I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be a movie director and writer, and now it's evolved over time. You know, at some point I want to be a truck driver. I want to be a YouTuber. Like I said, I don't see myself being I just can't see that. Not that I don't see I could see myself being a YouTuber personality, but I don't see myself being a YouTuber because the way I am with things, I just get, I don't have the commitment, I'd say. Like, for example, this, because I just procrastinate a lot. Me just turning on this fucking recording and talking and just playing the game while also recording it is, it took me a lot, you know. I was just gonna play, I was just gonna get on the Fortnite with my friends. I don't know. I just don't see myself becoming a big YouTube star, none of that, you know. Let alone this video, recording this video alone just, you know, took a lot of preparation, you know, because I was procrastinating a lot. And, you know, I bet editing, I'm gonna procrastinate as much with it. But, you know what? I don't care. Because, you know, I might like this. You know, I'm giving it a try. I've started many YouTube channels, but none of them I'm gonna actually try. This one I'm gonna try, see if I like it, you know, see if it goes anywhere. I know YouTube's like a big patience type of thing, and I get that. And, you know, I don't expect to see views or subscribers anytime soon. But you know what? I'll see where this goes. Anyways, for the first video, I think that's a pretty good amount of time. And yep, I'll see you later.